And we're doing something completely different this year.
A stick of butter. Remember what he did for me for last year's Christmas? First up, cranberry bars with cream cheese frosting. Warren's got something really exciting that he built.
We are recording. It's like a holiday today because it's the day before deer season. Maria and I are out at her stand. We're putting out our chairs and our heaters. You can see them in the back here. We got a youth chair, we got some heaters. And we're doing something completely different this year. We are going to make grilled cheese in the deer stand for lunch.
Yeah.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, something special. We have her stand up on the hill. Can we see it there? Just a second, let me turn the camera. There's her stand up on the hill. So we got to get the chairs in there and the heater and the grilled cheese cooker. So we're in the stand, just kind of getting everything situated. We got our chairs in. We got the heater and the cooker right there. So we're just kind of making sure that we're comfortable. I got my chair with my butt pad so I don't get sore sitting all day. But I think we got a northwest wind, so it might. What do you think? Is that going to hit us in the face, that wind? Might be a little chilly tomorrow, but we're going to have on multiple layers. We're going to dress for the cold. And we're going to hold off on starting the heater until we absolutely can't take it anymore. And then we'll put the heater on, so. Right? Mm-hmm. Does that sound like fun? Mm-hmm. We're going to shoot deer tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. A lot of deer?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. We're going to fill all the tags?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to try. You know what? We got to get that. We got to take a saw. I got a handsaw in the truck. We got to cut that branch down. Yeah. Because that's going to be in the way. So we got to go do that right now. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have some big buck pictures for you guys.
Bye.
So there's a lot going on in the house today too. First up, well, I was getting kids going with schoolwork. Unfortunately, Maria's not feeling so good. She's got kind of a cough here today. I also am getting I already have gotten some venison mini roasts going in the crock pot. So what I did is I sprinkled over some cornstarch today and a ranch packet. I was kind of thinking of like that Mississippi pot roast sort of recipe. And I feel like there was one other thing. I don't know if it was a brown gravy packet that's supposed to go in there or whatever else. But anyway, I didn't have that. Cornstarch, a ranch packet, a stick of butter, and I have one beef bouillon cube in there. And then I just put a little bit of water, like maybe a quarter cup of water, just to have a little bit of juice. I put it on high right now. We're going to leave it on high for a couple of hours. Then I'll turn it on low so it'll, slow cook the rest of the day. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Mush it together.
Cute. Nice little bracelet. Trying to get all of the things done here. It is lunchtime. I have macaroni and cheese going here, as well as some ham slices. And I'm also working on Warren's bibs. So he needed new elastic on those bibs for a long time, like 5 years probably. And last year we were like, we're not getting each other any Christmas presents. We're just going to do something for each other. And the only thing that he could think of that he possibly needed me to do was to put new elastic straps onto his bibs. And I was like, oh, I can do that. So I ordered the elastic, and here we are. Remember what he did for me for last year's Christmas? Completely refinished the entire dining room table and brought it in on Christmas Eve. I'm finally getting to it. He's actually already worn the bibs this year already for a bow season, but he'll be wearing those for gun season as well. Here is the project that I was just working on. So what we did is I cut off the adjustable straps on these bibs here of Warren's, and I just got some like pretty tough elastic, and I stitched that on in place. Measured them up last night, and then I just stitched it on, like straight stitched all the way around, and then zigzag stitched around the edges to keep it in place. One of the buttons was already ripped off, so I just cut the other button out so that wasn't in the way. And he actually, last night when we tried it on, because my concern was that he wasn't going to be able to get them down easily, but he said, well, my figure is working great with this new way that you came up with. So anyway, that is the project that was supposed to be for Christmas last year, and now it's done. And it really wasn't that big of a deal. I don't know, it's just out of sight, out of mind. The elastic was in the top of the up in our closet, and the bibs he wasn't wearing like at Christmas time, and I just forgot about it. All right, laundry. We're getting through laundry. Just tons and tons of projects and things going on here. Peter, did you get that blanket on the floor there? Because I had that draped over the couch nicely. And then the laundry basket needs to get put away. At this point, I'm going to make some desserts now. A couple pans of bars just to have, well, hopefully over the next couple of days, they'll probably get eaten up. Our insurance man did actually bring us 2 cranberry pies. I think they're cranberry nut pies. I just peeked quick and put them in the fridge. But anyway, so that was very nice. First up, cranberry bars with cream cheese frosting. Haven't made these in quite a while. 1 stick of butter, that's a 1/2 cup. I'm gonna get that creamed. 1½ cups of sugar. All right, I'm gonna put in 2 eggs. A teaspoon of vanilla. We'll get that scraped. We need 1½ cups of flour, all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to get that mixed well, and then we'll add in 2 cups of cranberries. Where did my cranberries go? 2 cups of cranberries, as well as some nuts. And since I'm using fresh cranberries, you know, they can pop, so I'm not going to mix them in with the mixer here. I'm just going to use my spatula to fold them in. And about 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. If you use frozen cranberries in this, the dough will get very, very stiff. So you'll want to spread it with probably like a wooden spoon, or even your hands dipped in cold water. Just kind of lightly press it into the corners. And then usually you'll have to bake maybe just a minute or 2 extra. You know, you just are kind of watching for it to have a nice golden top when it's ready to come out of the oven. So with the fresh cranberries, I don't stir it in with the mixer. Frozen cranberries I would though, but with these, because I don't want them to like pop and like, you know, break down before I put them in. So this is going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes. The bars are in the oven and I grabbed Joe. We are gonna head out to the woods here and go check out the stand that we're gonna be sitting in. So I've never sat in the stand where I'm sitting with Joe tomorrow morning. Nobody's judging you, hun.
Flip it around and then it'll be good.
You think you'll be, no, Dad said that we already need to do Blaze today. So anyway, there were some comments, people asking about Joe. Someone was like, where's Joe? Well, he's around. There he is over there. And also wondering if Joe participates in the hunting. And yes, loosely. Let's just use that
He
term.
mainly likes to party.
He likes to party. So actually, a year and a half ago, Joe went through hunter safety, and it was specifically hunter safety for really anyone with like a disability of some kind. And he is a certified hunter safety graduate.
But
However,
he will forever be a mentored hunter.
right.
He will always be with either you or me, with only one gun between us.
Yep, exactly. So we wanted him to have the experience and have the opportunity of going through hunter safety. But we also knew that we would always be mentoring him. All right, let's go. Warren's got something really exciting that he built.
Well, it can be exciting when you're missing it. And just make sure when you shoot them that you don't have the pump house behind you.
Correct. So you really, I mean, you could kind of shoot this way, but not really, huh?
No, you really have to choose your shot.
Yeah.
Here's your throne. This is a pool noodle.
Look at that.
This is the most important piece of hunting gear,
Right
especially
there.
when you're a woman in the woods, is to have your own stool.
Oh my gosh, this is great. This is a great one too.
See?
Was this Peter's idea? Did Peter see that somewhere? Or who saw that somewhere?
I saw this somewhere, and I asked Peter, and he says it wasn't me. And I don't know if I read it in a hunting magazine, but it's not my original idea. But wherever I heard it, I'm like, I'm gonna build one of those.
So look at that. My own little toilet, and it's even blaze orange. That's what's so fun about
blaze
it.
orange tape and all. There's raccoons and poop here, so.
Oh, so I'm gonna see some raccoon tomorrow, huh? Raccoon poop. So this is the old door, that's the tiny one, huh?
Huh?
This is the old door, that's the tiny one over there?
So, Chuck told me to open this.
Uh-huh.
You gotta turn this,
Okay, I see.
open it, and then he said you just gotta lift up on the door just a little bit.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
Wow.
So you'll have to figure out which seat you like better. Why don't you let Joe sit there once? Joe, come around. Joe, come around. What are you, climbing Mount Everest? Okay, sit out on that chair and tell me if it's comfortable. Now, preferably tomorrow I would not wear shorts.
No.
What do you think?
Shorts tomorrow. You
Is-
like this spot?
Is that comfortable?
Your ear is folded forward.
Mom, enough.
Enough.
Is that comfortable?
Terrible. Horrible. His pants is crushing me.
What's crushing
What's
you?
crushing you?
A buck.
A buck is not crushing you. You're
Let's
you're
trade
telling
now.
stories.
Just-
Now,
Let's trade.
you sit over there once.
Is this supposed to go forward? Is that what-
It just clamps onto the board,
Oh, I see. It's not even clamped. It's actually, oh yeah, it is. But it's just kind of,
kind of a rock and roll chair. And
gonna have to be
don't
careful
careful the heater. Don't kick that heater. It's fragile. All right, what do you think?
I like it.
Which side do you like better?
I actually like this side better because it's just my eyes are kind of peeking over right here. I like this.
All right, do you think you could shoot out of there?
I should probably practice that, huh? Well, I'll practice that in the morning. You know, you kind
And
of
then
practice.
you're probably going to have to stand to go out the other side and then crouch down and shoot. What, Joe?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Again.
Boy, you're hard to please.
All right, you can turn this off. No.
You sure? I'm zoomed in on your face. Okay. Zooming out.
The play-by-play.
And that's a wrap.
I got in just in time. There's 2 minutes left on the timer here. Yeah, I had it set for 40 minutes, so 38 minutes today, and these are definitely just perfectly done. So, okay, let's get set up to make pumpkin bars now. Pumpkin bar recipe is in cookbook number 1 on page 47. I know some of you like to follow along as I'm making something. If I say something, you can like add little notes in the margins or something like that. So just wanted to point that out. Also, I'm completely okay with you just screenshotting the recipe just like that and writing it down on an index card and putting it into your recipe box. That's fine. You also can purchase the cookbooks. They are online at acountry-life.com, and we'll be having Black Friday sales starting soon. I think it's Black Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, maybe even Monday. So anyway, you can pay attention for those too. Everything will be 25% or more off. All right, so in here I have a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda, and 2 cups of flour. And 2 cups of sugar. We're going to get 4 eggs in, 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, a cup of oil, and 1 full can of pumpkin.
Maria, we got a pickle pooper. What do you think? Better try it out. Better sit down, make sure it fits.
Another toilet just came in. Maria doesn't want to be on film sitting on that, huh?
I'll sit on it, I don't mind.
It's in a pickle bucket, so
It's a pickle pooper.
that's a great name.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna run it back to your stand, so.
Okay.
Jim and Nick look small if you went there. Yeah, just like the Japanese oversized. Like motivation. Yeah, fast. The crunch. Everybody should be smelling jelly for stuff.
But then it comes out good. It's like, well, how much sleep do you have on these?
Flavored snacks.
Oh, yeah.
You need bags? Or you got bags?
Something for everybody to share.
What? He needs my cake.
It's not even like I like the caffeine. I really like it. Yeah.
These are some good snacks.